Today, we delve into why they often pretend not to care when, in reality, they deeply love you. This intriguing behavior stems from a mix of fear, past experiences, and a desire to protect their hearts. We'll uncover the psychological and emotional layers behind this facade, offering you unique insights into their minds and hearts. Let's begin. Unspoken signals. Have you ever wondered what people are really saying with their body language? Non-verbal communication often speaks louder than words, revealing the true emotions behind a person's actions. Let's dive into this fascinating topic with an unusual story. Imagine a woman named Lisa, who was in a close-knit group of friends. She had always harbored a deep affection for one of her friends, Mark. Despite her feelings, she never confessed her love, believing it would disrupt their friendship. Mark, on the other hand, was oblivious to her emotions, often assuming Lisa was indifferent to him. However, Lisa's body language told a different story. Whenever Mark was around, her eyes would light up, her body would angle towards him, and her smile would become more genuine. These subtle, yet powerful non-verbal cues were Lisa's unspoken signals of her hidden feelings. This story highlights how body language can reveal hidden emotions. People often use silence and gestures to mask their true feelings, creating a complex dance of unspoken signals. Understanding these cues can offer a deeper insight into what someone truly feels, even when their words say otherwise. Silence, for example, can be a powerful communicator. It can indicate a range of emotions, from discomfort to deep thought, or even unspoken love. When someone chooses silence over speech, it can suggest that they are processing their emotions, unsure of how to express themselves verbally. This is often seen in people who care deeply, but fear rejection or vulnerability. Their silence is not an absence of emotion, but rather a testament to its intensity. Gestures, too, can be telling. A touch on the arm, a lingering glance, or a slight leaning in can all be signs of affection that words may never convey. These actions are often subconscious, revealing a person's true feelings without them even realizing it. For instance, someone might consistently make eye contact with you, a sign they are genuinely interested and engaged, even if their words are guarded or neutral. Another aspect of nonverbal communication is the way people mirror each other's actions. This phenomenon, known as mimicry, occurs when someone subconsciously imitates the gestures, posture, or facial expressions of another person. It's a sign of rapport and connection, often indicating a deeper emotional bond. If you notice someone mirroring your movements, it could be their unspoken way of showing they care. People also use micro-expressions, brief, involuntary facial expressions that reveal true emotions. These can be particularly telling when someone is trying to hide their feelings. For instance, a fleeting look of sadness or joy can give away what a person is truly experiencing inside, even if they try to maintain a neutral expression. Learning to recognize these micro-expressions can be a powerful tool in understanding hidden emotions. Sometimes, the way a person positions themselves can speak volumes. Open body language, such as uncrossed arms and legs, facing you directly, and maintaining personal space, often indicates comfort and openness. Conversely, closed body language, like crossed arms, avoiding eye contact, or turning away, can signal discomfort or a desire to hide one's true feelings. However, these signals can also be mixed, as people might use closed body language to protect themselves while still showing signs of interest, like maintaining eye contact or leaning in. Understanding these unspoken signals requires keen observation and empathy. It's about looking beyond the surface and paying attention to the subtleties of human interaction. By doing so, you can gain a deeper understanding of the chosen ones around you and the complex emotions they might be hiding. These nonverbal cues can bridge the gap between what is said and what is felt, offering a richer, more nuanced perspective on human relationships. In essence, unspoken signals like body language, silence, gestures, and micro-expressions are powerful tools that can reveal hidden emotions. By learning to recognize and interpret these cues, you can uncover the true feelings of those who might be pretending they don't care. even when their hearts tell a different story. The social media facade. Picture this: a photo on Instagram of a radiant couple on a pristine beach, the sun setting behind them in a perfect blend of orange and pink hues. They're laughing, their faces glowing with happiness as the waves gently lap at their feet. The caption reads, "Living our best life." It's the epitome of a perfect moment, a snapshot of pure joy that garners hundreds of likes and comments. Yet, beneath this flawless veneer, there might be a completely different reality. Social media has become a stage where people curate their personas, meticulously crafting an image that often hides their real-life struggles. The pressure to present an idealized version of oneself can lead to a significant disconnect between online personas and true emotions. This phenomenon is not limited to everyday individuals. Even well-known figures have spoken out about the gap between their social media presence and their real lives. For instance, Chrissy Teigen, a model and television personality, is known for her candidness on social media. She often shares beautiful photos of her family and glamorous events. However, she has also been open about her struggles with postpartum depression and grief, revealing that the picture-perfect moments shared online do not tell the full story. Teigen's honesty highlights the disparity between the curated perfection of social media and the complexities of real life. Another example is actor Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, whose Instagram is filled with images of his intense workouts, movie promotions, and happy family moments. Despite this seemingly unstoppable persona, Johnson has publicly discussed his battles with depression, emphasizing that his online presence only captures a fraction of his reality. By sharing his struggles, Johnson underscores the importance of acknowledging that social media often masks deeper emotional truths. The pressure to maintain a flawless online persona can be overwhelming. People tend to post only the highlights of their lives, creating a distorted image of perpetual happiness and success. This selective sharing can lead to feelings of inadequacy among followers, who compare their own messy, imperfect lives to the polished versions they see online. It's a cycle that perpetuates the facade as individuals feel compelled to keep up appearances to fit into the social media mold. One aspect of this facade is the use of filters and editing tools. These digital enhancements can create an illusion of perfection, erasing imperfections and presenting an idealized version of reality. While there is nothing inherently wrong with wanting to look good, it becomes problematic when these altered images set unrealistic standards that others feel they must meet. The result is a widespread feeling of inadequacy and a reluctance to share one's authentic self. Moreover, the desire to receive validation through likes and comments can drive people to present a false image. The dopamine rush from social media interactions reinforces the behavior of posting curated content, leading to a continuous loop of seeking approval. This can mask true emotions, as individuals become more focused on how they are perceived rather than how they truly feel. For example, singer and actress Selena Gomez has been open about the toll that social media has taken on her mental health. Despite her massive following and seemingly perfect online presence, Gomez has struggled with anxiety and depression. She has taken breaks from social media to prioritize her well-being, highlighting the need to disconnect from the pressures of online validation. In a world where social media dominates, it's essential to remember that what we see online is often a carefully curated version of reality. The seemingly perfect posts can hide significant struggles, and the chosen ones might be pretending they don't care when they are actually dealing with profound emotions. Recognizing the difference between online personas and real-life experiences can foster a more compassionate understanding of the people behind the posts. By acknowledging the gap between social media facades and true emotions, we can begin to appreciate the complexity of human experiences. It's a reminder that behind every perfect post, there might be untold stories of struggle, resilience, and unspoken feelings. Understanding this can help us connect more authentically with others and with ourselves, beyond the superficial world of social media. Physical manifestations of emotional pain. Did you know that chronic emotional stress can increase the risk of heart disease by up to 40%? The connection between our emotional and physical well-being is profound, often manifesting in ways we least expect. When people suppress their emotions, especially deep-seated pain and love, it can take a toll on their bodies, leading to various physical ailments. One of the most unusual ways emotional pain can manifest physically is through a condition known as broken heart syndrome or stress cardiomyopathy. This condition mimics the symptoms of a heart attack, including chest pain and shortness of breath, but it is triggered by intense emotional stress rather than blocked arteries. For instance, after the sudden loss of a loved one, some individuals experience severe heart symptoms, highlighting the direct impact of emotional turmoil on cardiac health. Another compelling example involves gastrointestinal issues. The gut-brain axis is a bidirectional communication system between the gut and the brain, meaning that emotional stress can significantly affect digestive health. Conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, are often exacerbated by stress and anxiety. For instance, consider the story of Jane, a woman who endured years of unspoken emotional abuse in her relationship. She frequently suffered from severe stomach pains and digestive issues that no medication seemed to alleviate. Only after leaving her toxic relationship and seeking therapy did her physical symptoms start to improve, demonstrating the powerful link between emotional suffering and physical health. Chronic headaches and migraines are also commonly linked to emotional stress. For people who suppress their feelings, the tension can build up in their muscles, particularly in the neck and shoulders, leading to tension headaches. Michael, a successful attorney, experienced daily migraines for years. Despite numerous medical tests, no physical cause was found. It wasn't until he addressed his suppressed anxiety and the immense pressure he felt at work that his headaches began to subside. His story illustrates how unresolved emotional issues can manifest as persistent physical pain. Moreover, emotional pain can lead to sleep disturbances, which have far-reaching effects on overall health. Insomnia and other sleep disorders are often symptoms of underlying emotional distress. When someone is harboring intense feelings of love, fear, or sadness, it can disrupt their sleep patterns, leading to chronic fatigue and weakened immunity. Emily, a mother of two, struggled with insomnia for years while dealing with unspoken marital problems. Her lack of sleep led to frequent illnesses and a general decline in her well-being. Once she sought counseling and began to address her emotional issues, her sleep improved, and so did her health. Skin conditions like eczema and psoriasis can also be exacerbated by emotional stress. The skin, being the largest organ, often reflects our internal state. When emotions are bottled up, they can trigger inflammatory responses in the body, leading to flare-ups of skin conditions. Sarah, a young professional dealing with the pressures of a demanding job and unreciprocated love, noticed her eczema worsening during periods of high emotional stress. Her journey towards better emotional health through therapy and mindfulness practices also led to a significant improvement in her skin condition. Furthermore, suppressed emotions can weaken the immune system, making the body more susceptible to infections and illnesses. Studies have shown that individuals who experience chronic stress and do not express their emotions are more likely to suffer from frequent colds and other illnesses. John, who kept his feelings of grief and loss to himself after the death of his wife, found himself constantly battling colds and flu. It was only when he joined a support group and began to share his emotions that his immune function improved and he fell ill less often. The stories of Jane, Michael, Emily, Sarah, and John all highlight the profound connection between emotional and physical health. These real-life examples demonstrate how hidden emotional suffering can manifest in a variety of physical ailments, from heart issues and digestive problems to headaches, sleep disturbances, skin conditions, and weakened immunity. Recognizing and addressing these emotional stresses is crucial for overall well-being. Understanding that the body often mirrors the state of the mind can lead to a more holistic approach to health. By acknowledging and addressing emotional pain, individuals can not only improve their mental health, but also alleviate physical symptoms, leading to a healthier, more balanced life. The pressure cooker effect. Imagine a young man named Alex, constantly bombarded by societal expectations to be successful, emotionally resilient, and always in control. From a young age, he's been told that showing vulnerability is a sign of weakness. As he navigates through life, the pressure to conform to these expectations becomes overwhelming, like a pressure cooker about to explode. Despite his deep-seated emotions and need for connection, Alex feels compelled to hide his true feelings, pretending that he doesn't care about the things that matter most to him. This hypothetical scenario reflects a common reality, where societal pressure forces individuals to conceal their emotions. The need to appear strong, independent, and unaffected by external circumstances can lead people to adopt a facade that hides their true feelings. This pressure cooker effect can be particularly intense for those deemed as the chosen ones in their social or professional circles, those expected to excel without faltering. Societal expectations often push people into pretending because deviating from the norm can lead to judgment, ostracization, or perceived failure. For instance, in many cultures, men are traditionally expected to be stoic and unemotional. This expectation can be so ingrained that expressing vulnerability feels like breaking an unspoken rule. Consequently, men might suppress their emotions, creating a facade of indifference to align with societal standards. Women, too, face their own set of pressures. They are often expected to balance careers, family, and social obligations flawlessly, maintaining a calm and composed exterior. This can lead to the suppression of stress, frustration, or sadness to meet the expectations of being the perfect mother, partner, or professional. The societal pressure to be everything to everyone can force women into roles where they feel they must hide their true emotions to avoid judgment or disappointment. To cope with this immense pressure, people adopt unique mechanisms. One common strategy is compartmentalization, where individuals separate their feelings from their actions, creating a mental barrier between their true emotions and the facade they present to the world. This allows them to function effectively in their daily lives without confronting their inner turmoil. However, this coping mechanism can lead to emotional burnout and a sense of disconnection from oneself. Another coping strategy is the creation of an alternate persona. This involves cultivating a public image that aligns with societal expectations, while privately acknowledging and managing one's true feelings. Social media platforms often serve as tools for this purpose, allowing individuals to present a curated version of their lives that hides their struggles. This persona can provide a temporary sense of relief, but often exacerbates the feeling of isolation and inauthenticity. Engaging in hobbies or activities that provide a sense of control and achievement is another way people cope with societal pressure. These outlets can serve as safe spaces where individuals can express themselves without fear of judgment. For instance, someone might take up painting, writing, or a physical activity like running to channel their emotions constructively. These activities offer a break from the facade and a chance to reconnect with one's true self. Some people turn to humor and sarcasm as a defense mechanism. By making light of their struggles and presenting a carefree attitude, they deflect attention from their true emotions. This coping strategy can be effective in social situations, creating a buffer between the individual and societal expectations. However, it can also prevent deeper connections and understanding from others who only see the humorous exterior. Therapy and support groups are crucial for those seeking to break free from societal pressure. These environments provide a safe space for individuals to explore and express their true emotions without fear of judgment. Through professional guidance and shared experiences, people can learn healthier ways to cope with pressure and build a more authentic self. In essence, societal expectations can create a pressure cooker effect, pushing individuals to pretend they don't care. To cope, people adopt various mechanisms, from compartmentalization and alternate personas to engaging in hobbies and seeking professional help. Recognizing these pressures and understanding the coping strategies can offer insights into why the chosen ones might hide their true feelings, allowing for greater empathy and support in helping them express their authentic selves. Solitude as a sanctuary. Throughout history, Many figures have found strength in solitude. One notable example is the American transcendentalist Henry David Thoreau, who retreated to Walden Pond for 2 years. Thoreau's time alone in nature was not just an escape from society, but a deliberate journey into self-discovery and personal growth. His experiences, documented in his book Walden, reveal the profound insights and peace that solitude can bring. In contemporary times, people continue to seek solitude as a means of understanding themselves better. This time alone allows individuals to reflect deeply, free from the distractions and demands of daily life. One unconventional way people use solitude for self-discovery is through solo travel. Traveling alone forces one to rely solely on themselves, fostering independence and self-reliance. It provides an opportunity to engage with new environments and cultures in a deeply personal way, leading to profound insights and personal growth. Another example is the practice of silent retreats. These retreats, often held in serene locations, provide a structured environment where individuals can spend extended periods in silence. This practice helps participants detach from the constant noise of modern life and tune into their inner thoughts and feelings. The lack of verbal communication enhances mindfulness and self-awareness, offering clarity and a sense of peace that is hard to find in everyday life. Engaging in creative activities in solitude is another powerful method for self-discovery. Many artists, writers, and musicians have found that being alone enhances their creativity. For instance, the painter Georgia O'Keeffe spent much of her time in the solitude of the New Mexico desert, where she produced some of her most significant works. This uninterrupted time allowed her to connect deeply with her inner vision and express it through her art. Similarly, writers often retreat to secluded places to immerse themselves in their work, free from external influences. The hidden benefits of solitude are numerous and often overlooked in a society that values constant social interaction and busyness. One significant benefit is the enhancement of mental clarity and focus. When alone, without the need to respond to others or manage social interactions, the mind can wander freely and make connections that might not be apparent in a more distracted state. This mental space can lead to creative breakthroughs and problem-solving. Solitude also provides a much-needed break for those who are constantly giving their energy to others. For individuals who are empathetic and caring, solitude can be a way to recharge and prevent burnout. This time alone allows them to focus on their own needs and well-being, which is essential for maintaining a healthy balance in life. It offers a chance to reflect on personal goals, values, and desires without outside influences, leading to a more authentic and fulfilling life. Furthermore, solitude can enhance emotional resilience. By spending time alone, individuals learn to rely on themselves for comfort and support. This self-reliance builds inner strength and confidence, making it easier to handle life's challenges. It also provides an opportunity to process and understand one's emotions deeply, leading to greater emotional intelligence and stability. Physical activities like hiking, running, or yoga are also enhanced by solitude. These activities, when done alone, allow for a meditative experience that connects the mind and body. The rhythm of footsteps on a trail or the flow of a yoga sequence can become a form of moving meditation, providing both physical benefits and mental tranquility. This connection between physical activity and solitude fosters a holistic sense of well-being. Solitude can also foster a deeper connection with nature. Spending time alone in natural settings can be profoundly restorative, providing a sense of peace and perspective that is difficult to achieve in urban environments. This connection to nature can enhance one's sense of belonging and purpose, reminding individuals of their place in the larger world. In essence, solitude serves as a sanctuary where individuals can explore and understand themselves more deeply. Whether through solo travel, creative pursuits, silent retreats, or physical activities, the time spent alone offers invaluable benefits for mental clarity, emotional resilience, and overall well-being. By embracing solitude, people can find strength and insight that enrich their lives in unexpected and profound ways. The unexpected Joys of singlehood. Did you know that single people are often more active and healthier than their married counterpart? According to a study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, singles tend to exercise more frequently and have lower BMIs than married individuals. This surprising statistic challenges the common perception that happiness and health are solely tied to being in a relationship, shedding light on the unexpected joys of singlehood. Take the story of Rachel, for example. After a long-term relationship ended, Rachel decided to embrace her single status wholeheartedly. She took up rock climbing, a sport she had always been curious about but never tried. What started as a hobby quickly turned into a passion. Rachel found herself not only getting physically stronger, but also gaining a new sense of confidence and independence. Through climbing, she met a diverse group of friends who shared her interests and supported her growth. Rachel's story illustrates how singlehood can open doors to new experiences and personal development that might not have been possible within the confines of a relationship. Similarly, consider Mark, a graphic designer who found himself single after his divorce. Initially, he struggled with the transition, but he soon discovered the freedom and joy of pursuing his passions without compromise. Mark began traveling solo, exploring countries and cultures he had always dreamed of visiting. His journeys led to profound self-discovery and artistic inspiration, significantly enriching his professional work. Mark's solo travels not only allowed him to create a more authentic and fulfilling life, but also contributed to his career success, highlighting how embracing singlehood can lead to unexpected opportunities. Singlehood often provides the time and space needed for introspection and personal growth. Without the demands of a relationship, individuals can focus on their own needs, goals, and desires. This self-focus is not selfish, but rather an essential component of personal development. By understanding oneself better, singles can build a stronger foundation for future relationships or simply enjoy a fulfilling life on their own terms. For instance, Emily, a teacher, used her single years to pursue further education. She enrolled in evening classes to earn a master's degree in education, something she had always wanted but never had the time for while in a relationship. This period of singlehood allowed Emily to focus on her career advancement, ultimately leading to a promotion and greater job satisfaction. Her story underscores how singlehood can be a time for achieving personal goals and aspirations. Embracing singlehood can also foster a deeper appreciation for one's own company and hobbies. Many people discover or rediscover interests that bring them joy and fulfillment. For example, John, an engineer, took up cooking during his time as a single man. What began as a necessity soon became a beloved hobby. John started experimenting with new recipes, hosting dinner parties for friends, and even took a culinary course to improve his skills. Cooking became a creative outlet and a source of pride, demonstrating how singlehood can lead to the development of new talents and passions. Moreover, singlehood offers the opportunity to build and strengthen friendships. Without the time constraints of a relationship, singles often have more time to invest in their social circles. This can lead to richer, more diverse social connections and a strong support network. Sarah, for instance, found that her single years were some of the most socially active and fulfilling of her life. She joined several clubs and groups, from a book club to a hiking group, and made friends who shared her interests and values. These friendships provided emotional support and companionship, enhancing her overall happiness and well-being. Singlehood also allows for greater financial independence and the freedom to make decisions based solely on personal preference. Without the need to compromise with a partner, singles can make choices that align with their own values and goals. For example, David, a software developer, used his single years to save money and eventually buy his dream home. This financial autonomy gave him a sense of accomplishment and stability that further contributed to his personal satisfaction. In essence, the unexpected joys of singlehood lie in the opportunities for personal growth, self-discovery, and new experiences. By embracing this phase of life, individuals can find happiness and fulfillment in unique activities, build stronger friendships, achieve personal and professional goals, and develop a deeper understanding and appreciation of themselves. The stories of Rachel, Mark, Emily, John, Sarah, and David illustrate that singlehood is not just a period of waiting for the next relationship, but a valuable and enriching time in its own right. Pretending as a form of self-defense. Why do people pretend to protect themselves? At its core, pretending can be a powerful psychological mechanism for self-defense, allowing individuals to shield themselves from potential harm and vulnerability. This behavior, often subconscious, serves as a way to navigate the complexities of social interactions and emotional landscapes, helping people to cope with situations that might otherwise be too overwhelming to confront directly. One key psychological mechanism behind pretending as self-defense is the concept of emotional suppression. When individuals suppress their true feelings, they are often trying to avoid the discomfort of confronting painful emotions. This can manifest as a facade of indifference or detachment, which acts as a barrier against emotional hurt. For example, someone who has been hurt in a previous relationship might pretend not to care in a new one, believing that showing indifference will protect them from future pain. Another psychological mechanism is the fear of rejection and judgment. People often pretend to align with societal norms or the expectations of others to avoid being rejected or judged. This can lead to adopting behaviors and attitudes that do not reflect their true selves. For instance, an employee might pretend to agree with a boss's opinion to avoid conflict or the risk of being seen as insubordinate. Over time, this can lead to a significant disconnect between one's public persona and private identity, causing internal stress and dissatisfaction. In everyday life, pretending as a form of self-defense can be seen in various scenarios. Consider a student who consistently acts uninterested in their studies to fit in with a peer group that values rebellion over academic achievement. Despite their genuine interest in learning, the student pretends to be indifferent to avoid social ostracization. This behavior, while protective in the short term, can have long-term consequences on their academic performance and self-esteem. Another example is in the realm of romantic relationships. An individual might pretend to be less invested or less affected by a partner's actions to maintain a sense of control and avoid appearing vulnerable. This can lead to a lack of genuine communication and emotional intimacy, ultimately harming the relationship. For instance, Lisa, who pretends not to be hurt by her partner's inconsiderate behavior, finds herself building walls that prevent true connection, leading to loneliness and dissatisfaction in the relationship. Pretending can also manifest in professional settings. Employees might hide their true opinions or emotions to conform to workplace culture or to appear more competent. This can result in a lack of authentic engagement and creativity as individuals suppress their true thoughts and ideas. Over time, this behavior can lead to burnout and a sense of alienation from one's work, as the disconnect between one's actions and true feelings grows. The long-term impact of pretending as a form of self-defense can be significant. Continually suppressing emotions and pretending to be someone else can lead to chronic stress, anxiety, and even depression. The constant effort required to maintain a facade can deplete mental and emotional resources, leaving individuals feeling exhausted and disconnected from their true selves. Additionally, this behavior can hinder personal growth and the development of authentic relationships, as genuine connections are often built on honesty and vulnerability. Furthermore, pretending can create a cycle of self-reinforcement, where the temporary relief from emotional encourages continued suppression. This can make it increasingly difficult to break free from the habit of pretending, even when it becomes harmful. For example, someone who habitually pretends not to care about criticism might find it challenging to engage in constructive feedback, limiting their personal and professional development. In essence, pretending as a form of self-defense is a complex psychological mechanism that helps individuals navigate difficult emotions and social situations. However, while it may provide short-term protection, the long-term impacts can be detrimental to mental health, personal fulfillment, and relationship quality. Understanding these mechanisms and their manifestations in everyday life can help individuals recognize and address the underlying issues, leading to more authentic and fulfilling experiences. Redefining success in relationships. Traditional relationship goals often emphasize milestones like marriage, children, and shared assets as the ultimate markers of success. But what if redefining success in relationships means focusing on authenticity and mutual respect instead of conventional achievements? Challenging these norms can open up new possibilities for thriving, fulfilling connections. Consider the story of Alex and Jamie, a couple who decided early on that marriage and children were not their desired path. Instead, they focused on building a relationship based on deep emotional connection and shared experiences. They spent their time traveling, pursuing individual and joint passions, and continuously supporting each other's personal growth. Their success wasn't measured by a wedding ring or a house with a picket fence, but by the richness of their experiences and the strength of their bond. Alex and Jamie's relationship thrived because it was built on authenticity and a mutual respect for each other's life choices. Challenging conventional notions of relationship success means looking beyond societal expectations and understanding that each relationship is unique. Success can be redefined by the partners involved based on their values, desires, and needs. For some, this might mean prioritizing career aspirations alongside a relationship, while for others, it could involve exploring non-traditional relationship structures like polyamory or living apart together, LAT. Take the example of Emma and Liam, who chose to live in separate apartments despite being in a committed relationship for over a decade. This arrangement allowed them to maintain their independence and personal space while enjoying a deep and loving partnership. They found that living apart strengthened their bond, as it prevented the mundanity and conflicts often associated with cohabitation. By redefining their relationship on their own terms, Emma and Liam demonstrated that success could be found in unconventional that prioritize individual happiness and mutual respect. Polyamorous relationships also challenge traditional ideas of success. In these relationships, success is not defined by exclusivity, but by the ability to maintain honest, open communication and healthy boundaries with multiple partners. Consider the story of Sam, Alex, and Jordan, a polyamorous triad who have been together for several years. Their relationship thrives on transparency, mutual respect, and a commitment to each other's well-being. They regularly discuss their feelings, negotiate boundaries, and support each other's individual relationships outside the triad. This model of success, while unconventional, highlights the importance of honesty and respect in creating fulfilling relationships. Another perspective on redefining success is found in the relationships of who prioritize personal growth and self-fulfillment alongside their partnerships. For instance, Maria and John both pursued demanding careers that required extensive travel and time apart. Instead of viewing this as a detriment to their relationship, they saw it as an opportunity to grow individually and support each other's ambitions. Their relationship flourished because they valued and respected each other's goals, finding success in their ability to maintain a strong connection despite physical distance. In these unconventional relationships, the common thread is the emphasis on authenticity and mutual respect. Success is not measured by societal standards, but by the satisfaction and fulfillment of the partners involved. Shift in perspective allows for a more inclusive and flexible understanding of what it means to thrive in a relationship. By embracing these unique perspectives, we can challenge the traditional metrics of relationship success and recognize that each partnership is a personal journey. Stories like those of Alex and Jamie, Emma and Liam, Sam, Alex and Jordan, and Maria and John illustrate that authenticity and mutual respect are the true hallmarks of a successful relationship. By focusing on these qualities, individuals can build connections that are not only resilient and fulfilling, but also tailored to their unique needs and desires. We've explored the hidden emotions behind pretending, the impact of societal pressures, and the unexpected benefits of solitude and singlehood. we've seen how authenticity and mutual respect redefine relationship success. Remember, the chosen ones who seem indifferent often care deeply. Embracing authenticity and self-awareness in relationships can lead to deeper connections and greater fulfillment. Stay true to yourself and recognize the unspoken signals around you. Authenticity is the key to unlocking genuine, meaningful relationships.